that environment so that he can get,
He's in an environment right now. He's in an open air drug market, cock.
Yeah, Lush probably has the worst set of circumstances for an addict that's maybe trying to get some help.
Don't you understand that you encouraged this from Lush and he's almost dead now because of you, because of your encouragement? Look at this clip of Lush flaunting his drug sack on No Jumper.
Yeah, you got empty. It's not good. It's about right now.
Yeah, you got it back.
It was like that. Want to see it this right now? I got it literally like that. Oh, boy. Hey, we want to see it.
You want to see it this right now is absolutely insanity. Overkill.
So the cuck cares about Lush's well-being so much that he's snarling and screaming at at his girlfriend for beating him, which is terrible, by the way.
For sure.
But I just think it's funny that the cuck is pretending that he cares about Lush when he allows Lush to slowly destroy himself for the sake of views and lolcow content. It's just really despicable to me. And so the cuck does use Lush's breakup as the main topic for his flagship podcast, The No Jumper Show. And like I said, Lush was going through it. He was screaming and crying. Spody Luther King was massaging his back and, like a little kid crying on the playground.
Lush was going through a lot, man. Lush was having a full blown emotional breakdown. I think that the OD was getting to him.
Insane.
The most. These are way more, bro. You talking to John right now, right? So she tried to verbally abuse you, and now you lashing out. Spit it out, get it out now, because you keep talking about people and they. What got you like?
So Lush is devastated.
Lushy B is making it clear. Don't even involve me in what you and Germ got going on. It's not a they, it's hers.
Tears with a closed fist, like he's in a fucking cartoon. You know what I mean? It's textbook, just pathetic.
He's wiping his tears with a closed fist. Is it that is it?
Crying. Now, what's important?
Hurry up, so I can go to bed.
About this is that Lush isn't crying because he's sad. He's crying because he's having a tantrum because he's angry that he isn't rich and famous. Something that he feels that he deserves.
But nobody can fucking ever call me a loser because I've written some of the biggest songs, the songs that you fucking idiots jock. I've written all you motherfuckers for generations.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what song that he written that I was raised on.
It's literally full. There's not a single facet of culture in the past 2 decades that I didn't touch. I didn't directly do some shit for y'all, people that I influenced. I've written songs that were at your high school graduations. I put on people. I ain't graduated to no.
So Lush One resents hip hop for not honoring him as one of its pioneers and founders. And he also is, he's mostly upset because he feels like if he was given.
Hey, point and shoot is sick, bro. That is hilarious. That nigga said Lush is mad at hip hop. Not mad at any one person. Lush is mad at hip hop as a whole. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to Point and Shoot.
Fortunately, right? That Germ would have had no choice but to stay, which is true. So, Lush is delusional. He has some shit going on in his mind that's not stable. He's walking around covered in cat urine and filth. He had to change his shirt.
Somebody, my nigga Ike Turner hands asked me if I grew up on Lush's music. I graduated class of 07, and I can't never say that I got down with Lush. I can't never say that I got down with Lush. I can't ever say that. At one point in time, I was like, "Yep, put that Lush One on." I've never. No idea who Lush was prior to No Jumper. I'm not gonna lie.
Middle of the show because of the stand.
No, I had that in I was when I was in, I think, 4th grade. He was bumping Donald Rock, and I think this is what has cat piss on it. Are you for real? I'm kind of like
the fact that Lush just walked around with a shirt that was covered in cat urine was absolutely insane.
Josh was telling me that you keep your clothes in a pile of cat piss. I don't keep my clothes in a pile. You actually saw the video. Give me a different shirt, bro.
Okay, so Lush One stinks like cat shit and piss. And there's no Jala to cover up to mask the smell.
Jala is my real name.
So it's just Lush. And Lush always stinks.
How does Point and Shoot always figure out how to throw a Jala joke in there, man? I'm gonna let y'all catch the rest at some point in Shoot's page. Make sure you give him a like, comment, subscribe. Right down to the left. You know the rest. We gone. What's up with y'all, Chad? Hope everybody's doing all right. I hope everybody's doing all right. What else did I want to get into? Boom, let's get into this.
Was supposed to do an interview. So Aaron the plumber was supposed to do an interview on Vlad TV. He agreed to do it for free if we flew him out, which we did. We flew him out. He arrived at the airport.
All right, boom. All right, man. Let's jump into this content, man. Vlad TV, DJ Vlad sits down with Charleston White talking about his beef. Did you know that Aiden Ross called the police on Charleston White? Me neither. Let's jump into this content.
So Aaron the plumber was supposed to do an interview on Vlad TV. He agreed to do it for free if we flew him out, which we did. We flew him out. He arrived at the airport, got mad for whatever reason, and said, "Yeah, I ain't doing this interview. Whoever got some money for me out here, I'm in New York right now. Fuck Vlad and fuck this interview."
I remember that. He was with me before he flew out.
He said afterwards, he sent one of my people a message saying, "Hey, I'm really sorry about what happened. Charleston White convinced me not to do the interview, which is why I canceled."
No, I didn't. I would not convince him not to do the interview.
Charleston White shook his head. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I believe that if he did, though, Charleston White would have said he did. For sure.
Even right before him at the Super Bowl, which you're going to get on the back end, especially if it's your first, second interview. Set him up out there to go to New York when you had him to meet with Shannon Briggs. They was going to get him with somebody who's going to get him to train in boxing, going to sponsor his boxing before he signed with Misfits.
Okay.
I don't know why he didn't do that interview with you. Because he went out there to do it.
Yeah.
He went out there to do it. I was in Atlanta doing a show at the time. So he went out there to do it. So I don't know why he didn't do it. So when he left you, he flew to me. And had a comedy show. I had a comedy show with Woody. And me and him were booked for something else. And when he got from the airport, he Ubered.
My man said, "I respect your work, Trapper, and you speak clearly." Well, how else am I supposed to speak? You, Aiden Phillip White, let me know, how does everyone else speak? Let me know something. Let me know something. If not clearly, how does everyone else speak?
To a girl's house and got him a gun.
What up, Tone?
Okay.
I had an Atlanta police officer who works at the sheriff department. Just gotten off work. Say, "Hey man, can you pick Aaron up from where location from? Take him to the hotel." So when the officer gets there, or Aaron puts the bag in the back. When they get to the hotel, the officer knows he got a gun on him. Got a shiesty mask. And I mean, you finna go in there and check in a hotel like that? So, man, I cut ties with him that weekend. So he was having a problem with a guy by the name of Chaotic, which I knew nothing about this. He must, so the guy seems paranoid schizophrenic.
Yeah, I think Aaron is just.
I think he was shot in the head before. Well, he's been shot in the head before.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I just think he's slow, man.
And I think he's paranoid schizophrenic.
Well, if he's been shot in the head before, it's safe to say that Aaron the Plumber might be suffering from not from schizophrenia, from paranoia and PTSD for understandable reasons.
Come on the platform, like you can't do that type of shit.
I took him to Aiden Ross 3 different times before the Misfits contract publicly announced it. Put him and Aiden on the phone. He went and signed with Misfits. It went bad with Misfits.
Yeah, he ended up not boxing, I remember.
Yeah, so he did out.
You know what? It's always amazing to me when people who grew up in America, especially, couldn't pass English. Nigga, you speak English. So how are you not? Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it, bro. Education is key, man. You have to sometimes. There are certain. What do you think about Lush's pay stubs? I think that Lush is making good money. I don't think that Lush is making bad money at all. I think that Lush is making a good amount of money for what he's doing at No Jumper. But I think that there's a time to speak well and talk good. You have to know the difference between the two.
So then I brought him back to Aiden. Aiden like, nah. Eventually he ended up went behind my back, signed a deal with Aiden, backed out. And so I hadn't heard from him since.
Listen, I've had people not show up to interviews. This happens. But I've never, ever flown someone out, got them a hotel room, had them arrive in the city, and then not show up.
Because
That's never happened.
how would you go there and then niggas say, man, don't go do it? Vlad's never set nobody up. So it's nothing for me to say not to go do it.
Right.
Oh, yeah, so now, but why would go to the city if you're not going to do it?
Yeah, man, I don't get it.
But from what I saw, and I've had him in my home, in Dallas, Miami, I've been with him, traveled with him. From what I saw, he's paranoid and afraid of being set up every time he goes somewhere.
Okay, but I was gonna set him up.
Oh well, he thinks for whatever reason your relationship with Whack 100.
I mean, no, I can understand why Aaron the Plumber could be, you know what I'm saying, skeptical of everybody because niggas be flaming Skull Duggan and Larson. So I can understand why Aaron the Plumber feels like he might be set up for a failure.
He fears Whack. He fears to spit out a Whack, man. I don't know what he's scared, man. He fears Whack 100.
Funny. Yeah, man. I mean, speaking of Aiden Ross, I took Boosie's side when Aiden tried to book him, but then try to get you on the same stream, and then Boosie canceled.
Yeah.
So then I started beefing with Aiden. And I remember even when we met up, remember the last time we saw each other at the Adam 22 fight that Aiden Ross was putting on, I remember being there and like accidentally was like, yo, I'll go introduce you to Aiden. I'm like, no. He might kick me out right now because me and him been beefing over you.
You over here for that. Because he really was going to try to book Boosie, and he was going to slide me in and try to squash the beef.
Yeah, but
and you knew he was going to do that, and you knew Boosie wouldn't do that.
I don't think that Boosie is willing to squash the beef with Charleston White after Charleston White was extremely disrespectful about his kids.
Was going to do that.
Okay, well, you knew Boosie wouldn't do that.
I knew Boosie wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I just know Boosie. He wouldn't do that. So, yeah, so I got into beef with Aiden over Boosie, and I took that on myself, but I'm like, yo, Boosie's my man. I'm going to ride for him. This is where the loyalty comes in. And ultimately, I had to fix my relationship with Aiden Ross later on because we ended up actually getting introduced and we hugged it out. We exchanged numbers.
He's really a good kid, man.
Good kid, man. We talk about doing an interview at some point. Nah, man. So that just kind of goes to show. Now, you and Aiden have some sort of falling out?
Well, we didn't.
Called the police on you.
Right.
Okay.
First time publicly saying, I'm finna do a Vlad TV interview. You know how many people came to me of affluence and tried to discourage me from doing that?
Happens all the time.
Made me feel like, nigga, I'm selling my soul. I'm finna join a Illuminati. I'm selling out my people. Nigga, I had nigga really making me feel like that, homie. And one nigga in particular is a guy by the name of Smackwar out of Houston. Nigga talk loud, bitch nigga, you know, he's always angry all the time. Only he made me feel like I was going against our spiritual nature as black people from sitting down with Vlad. And I pondered on it. And I started looking at everybody that's been on your platform and the notable names and the historical figures and faces. Man, this is a place to be. If you're a portrait of this millennial, this era. So I seen nothing wrong. And it can help, right?
Good night, Papa.
All the people that tried to shame me for doing this is still down where they are.
Right.
I've elevated to heights and places I could have never even dreamed. Yeah. So part of me falling out with you and with so much pride and ego to make my people proud, corporate vulture, had favorable things to say about you, even when we fell out. Mm-hmm. I knew nothing bad to say, but what the culture would say. If you go, man, culture vulture, still in our shit. Then I come back and say, oh man, now Vlad really gave me some game. So let me finish, right? We as black people squander off a lot of opportunities. We fuck up a lot of things that God got for us with that mindset of our people. Man, God,
shout out to everybody who watched the Drake live. Appreciate you.
It don't matter who God bring you to when you get to. So God used a donkey, a burning bush. So I fucked off our relationship a whole for the most part with a lot of ease because I got this to fall back on, keeping it real. But guess what I realized? It's not a safety net. When I fall back on this keeping it real shit, I hit the ground. It's no safety net. So when you hit the ground, you looking at all these motherfuckers now, they saying what you was doing didn't work. So check the play, right? So now here come Aiden Ross. I done fucked it off with Vlad. I done fucked up with DJ Academics and the big show we had in New York with the Asians and Live Nation. Here come another opportunity God is bringing about with a kid I had no knowledge of. He's been in my inbox for damn near 6 months trying to book me. So when I look at him, he look like a goofy gay this is a bot channel. 5 million, this is a bot. This can't be real. Because I never seen any words wrote. So when my son said, yeah, Dad, my son CJ said, no, Dad, that's Aiden Ross. You don't know who he is? So I finally found out who he is. I accepted his booking.
Reg Dog, what's up?
I mean, that Illuminati talk and secret society, and you have to sacrifice, you have to be gay to get in. All of us as poor black people who have dreams to be celebrities, when we get to the door, we have this fear in our head that we're gonna have to get fucked in that.
I don't think that Charleston White's saying anything wrong. I think that a lot of times in our culture, people will tell us not to sit down with certain figures and certain platforms because of how it makes the culture look. But in Charleston White's case, it's not like people are telling him not to sit. It's not like people are telling him, "Hey, don't sit down with Vlad, but we'll give you something else over here." They're not giving him an alternative. So they're just telling him to cut off his bag and cut off his opportunity, but they're not giving him a bag and opportunity. That's not really too logical. Not gonna lie.
We have to sacrifice our mother, kill our daughter. So we don't believe that gifts and talents got us here. We don't believe that our prayers have been answered, that there's a higher power that have chosen. So we don't believe that. We think it's a white man with a magical wand is gonna. So we think you have to sacrifice something, right? So here I am. I look and see how big this kid is, the magnitude. Why would he be calling me? And I've been saying they're fascinated by what they're seeing. I can't see the gift, right? Because I'm listening to my culture and my people saying, Illuminati, selling out. So, nigga, everybody don't have to go through the door Diddy went through. Right? Oh, he wanted to go through that door.
No, that's real. That's real. Because everybody's telling Charleston White he's a sellout or he's this or he's that for sitting around with, Aiden Ross and Adam 22 and Vlad. But I haven't seen too many people not sit down with one of them dudes. They just pick the one that they like. You feel me? And then they go sit down with them. But it's all pretty much the same overall type of entertainment, the same overall type of content. So I don't really see what the problem is. I think everybody should be able to do what makes them happy and makes them profitable.
You have to walk. He ran for that. There. So Aiden books me to Las Vegas. What is it? Red Rock. This is I've been to Vegas, but I haven't been where they go. What is it? Red Rock. What's the name of this town right outside? It's a very affluent. Okay. Red Rock or something. But at this hotel, first time meet Aiden. He's at the poker table with Dana White, XQPC, and their winnings and earning is a 200,000, 300,000, a million. What's up? Stand right here, man. I give you 20,000. I'm looking where we're at, right? This casino is outside of Vegas. Everything presented to me in my mind and my perception was ritualistic. They take me to Dick's Cafe. They playing gay all day. The gay jokes. Is that gay? Would you think that's gay? Okay, so I think the intention behind it is probably gay. They're at home and they're kissing and shit, right?
Yeah, I could definitely see how Charleston White would look at the situation like it's ritualistic. You're offering me money. You guys are playing jokes and having these kind of conversations and having these little back and forth with one another of a homosexual nature, and it's making me uncomfortable. I can see how Charleston White could fall into the parameters of thinking this is a situation where you niggas are trying to set me up for failure.
Curious, or he's gay, right? But if you do it on the fly and there's nothing there, what's the problem with it? White folk conversation. I'm gonna do myself. No, this white folk conversation. I don't even know how. I ain't got no input on this kind of shit they talking about me. Maybe I don't fuck that good. Nah, you do fuck good. You don't know how good I fuck. Say you don't know how good I fuck. You don't speak on it, ain't it? God damn it, man. Shit, man, you gonna make people think we fucking. They poking me. So my mind, man, this got to be it. This is an Illuminati ritual. He want me to stick my hand in there blindfolded. It's a snake in there. The snake go bite me. That's the devil. He got the other big streamer, XQPC. He got B-Lou. He got Zeke. And we sit at the table like a big feast of the Victorian age. And this motherfucker eating a medium rare steak that's dripping in blood. He got 2 white prostitutes from the Rhino, but they just streaming, having fun. I'm afraid this is Illuminati ritual. Okay. So then I go.
Well, I wouldn't say it's an Illuminati ritual because I wouldn't think that the fate of the free world would fall in the hands of Aiden Ross.
She crazy. Cuss him out. I ain't joining Illuminati, and we got 100,000 people watching live, and we're in Redman. We're in one of the most expensive places in Vegas. I start saying the shit I said to you, fuck his sister, mom. Man, that's horrible shit. Cause I'm thinking, man, I don't want to be part of this shit. I don't want to be a part of it. So, nigga, I used to get out here in Vegas. Charleston White had escaped the Illuminati.
Charleston White is big.
Ignorance, misinformation, and self-esteem.
Hey, Charleston White is on a cleanup campaign. He's trying to get to that bag. He's trying to take it up a level in his streaming game. So he's cleaning up all his messes. He was on Adam 22 cleaning that up. Now he's on Vlad cleaning that up. Charleston White finna excel to the next platform. I can see it coming.
I'm supposed to be here because I got here ugly, playing and acting ugly. But this kid here don't see me like Vlad see me now. This kid don't see me how China Mac them presented me to the Asian community. This kid don't see me how black people saying I'm a snitch, I'm a rat, I'm a COINTELPRO. This kid says, Unc. Hey, Unc. So when I cussed him out, homie, there was one part where he called me. We was in the hotel lobby. He was Dana White and them. I walked by him, nigga. He said, hey, Unc, man. He had a sincere look in his eye to say, I'm sorry. And my arrogant, man, bitch ass white boy got me fucked up. I ain't the kind of, yeah. But I saw sincerity.
Mm.
And he called the police on me.
All right, man. We're finna get up out of to the next one. Y'all know the deal is red dots to the left. You know the rest. We gone. All right, chat. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me see this real quick. Hold on.
He said, hey, Unc, man, he had a sincere look in his eye.
All right. Let's keep it going.
I'm sorry. And my arrogant, man, bitch ass white boy got me fucked up. I ain't the kind of, yeah. But I saw sincerity. And he called the police on me.
Damn it, man.
Say,
See, Charleston White, you can't be threatening Aiden Ross because Aiden Ross said, I will call the police on you. I hear all the aggression. I hear all the threats. I hear all the flammery, the skullduggery, and the larceny. Oh, you think you tough? Oh, you turned up? Oh, you extra out? Watch this. I'm going to call the police on you, which is a very Aiden Ross thing to do. Nobody's surprised or shocked about that.
police came in numbers. And to this day, I'm banned from that casino. But man, I was using language to fight back, homie. Yeah, I ain't got no power but with my words, and I said some horrible things. So months went by. I think I lost a $5 million deal with Keith. Damn. Yeah, damn. So I had to go back, nigga. So when you go back, they laugh and they say, but I thought y'all said he was Illuminati. When I lost Vlad, y'all laughed at me. Now I lost this, now I'm stupid.
Oh, yeah. So Charleston White is realizing all the chili that he done stepped away from. And now he's like, man, let me go clean up these situations that I got going on in this content space.
I wasn't supposed to go. They laughed at me. Now they kicking me in the ass. I fucked up, man. I knew he was done. He lost out. He done fucked it up. And then this kid come back again. What's up, my pride now and shame because I done fucked up, but I won't say, man, I'm sorry. I called me, man, I don't want to do nothing with him. So he booked me to come to Miami and said, I'm going to pay you for what I'm supposed to pay you in Vegas. Put me up at the Intercontinental.
Nice.
Showed up with $30,000 in cash.
Nice.
I think we did a 20 versus 1. Did a few streams. Paid me again. And then
So it seems like Aiden Ross is doing fair business. It's not like he's throwing around a lot of chili and providing a lot of opportunities for Charleston White for sure.
He booked me for the Predator stream with Vitality. And I spent like almost a week with him that week. And after that, I went back home. And then I woke up one morning and I said, hey, man, I'm writing a letter to your mom and your sister for the things I said in that video. Mm-hmm. I didn't mean it. It's not in my heart. I don't come from it. I don't want nobody to know I'm doing this. But just them, me, you, and God. And we've been best friends ever since. Love it. Yeah, so we've been best friends ever since. So the kid really got to see my heart. Yeah.
You know what? That's a pretty good thing though, because when it comes to Charleston White and Aiden Ross, that situation did go extremely far. Charleston White was very disrespectful to Aiden Ross's mother, very disrespectful to Aiden Ross's sister, and I believe that his sister has some sort of sickness. I could be wrong, but it was just some things that Charleston White said that was pretty distasteful. And those two people didn't have anything to do with the situation, so I'm not really sure why they called strays. Charleston White makes sure that he does do and thing. He does make Charleston White does make sure to do and say things that are going to piss people off. He does make sure to do and say things that are going to trigger and harm those who are trying to trigger and harm. He's trying to affect you in a negative manner. He's going to dig deep, to kind of get that reaction, get that result up out of you. So for him to take that big step, for him to take that, that leap to show humanity, who show faith, and to show a lack of ego to send that letter to Aiden Ross's people does show a lot. And I do want to congratulate and applaud Charles White for that. But with that all being said, Chad, I'm finna go ahead and get myself ready for bed, man. Go back and check my stream later on earlier today. With me and the homie, we did 2 hours trying to put together a little podcast. Let me know what y'all think about it. We did a little pilot episode, man. But we up out into the next one. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. We gone. Chad, y'all have a good night, man. Be safe. I'll see y'all tomorrow.